Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate it. So there's lots to talk about in a very short space of time. So let's get into it. First and foremost, I hope you can hear me clearly in this video. First of all, I want to say thank you to all our supporters from around the world that support, watch our videos, like our videos, even those who go out of their way to dislike videos. We thank you as well because at least you take the time to watch the video. Um, Lots of announcements to make. First announcement to make is congratulations and well done. Celebrating 11,000 subscribers for BWTM Online, our news, entertainment, music, health and lifestyle, community and promotions channel. Check that out. Of course, check out www.bwtmonline.com. 11,000 subscribers. Fantastic for that. Also, congratulations as well to the BWTM Online collection. They've got a collection. We've a collection out of various items such as hoodies and mugs, cups, and phone cases, and seen all sorts of things. I mean, I've even seen in development now leggings for women. So yeah, congratulations for those of you who want to check that out. This BWTM collection. I will put the link in the description box, and eventually that will show up on the videos as well. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so shout out to about the launch, the collection, the subscribers, 11,000 subscribers. We're about 100 subscribers away from 14,000 subscribers. So it looks like the sports channel has overtaken the other channel, but that probably won't last for long. Again, we couldn't have done it without your subscribers and the help and the followers and the family of BWTM that's followed us. Some people follow us from day one, and we appreciate you. And I'm always bumping into people that talk about the stories when we really started back in 2009. You know, this is almost 10 years we've been doing this consistently from the ups and the downs and the sideways, from those who come and go, those that have come along within the YouTube community, have done their bit and disappeared, those who've done their bit, disappeared, come back, and those who've started really fast and then you never see them again. But we've been through the ups and downs, and I think we're definitely on the up again and definitely just improving as we go along. Also want to take this time to give a massive shout out to Jack Sunderland, who had his first amateur boxing show with the Training Cave. As you know already, we have been following the Training Cave for the last 6 months, going to Leeds, you getting to know the fighters on their journey to this first show. And there's 2 hours of boxing, and I tell you, it's non-stop action and some real back and forth competitive fights. It's probably more competitive fights here that you probably get on a general Saturday night of boxing. Real 50-50 matchups, most of them. And there's a couple of fights on there, I tell you, that I didn't know who I was cheering for, but I just saw punches thrown from one end ring to the other, and it was real tear up, head going backwards, all boxing going out the window, and just a complete tear up, which I've got to say I did enjoy. But there was also some really good boxers on the card as well on the night, so it was good. Congratulations, Jack Sunderland. You can see that video. That is that show that is on the Training Cave, New Kids on the Block. That was at the Brain and Brawn Fitness Centre in Morley in Leeds, which is in Yorkshire. Just shout out to everybody there. And apart from saying, giving them a shout out, also thank you once again to Jack Sunderland for opening the Training Cave doors to BWTM Sports, and a special shout out to Andrew Siddle, ESQ. I have to say, Andrew, I have to apologize. you've been on my Facebook page, you've watched my videos, and you've made lots of comments and been very supportive. And this man's talking to me all night long. I'm saying this guy's face looks so familiar, but I'm not quite sure who he is. And then I get home, he actually gets me. I've got to give him a shout. He was one that got the interview for me for Henry Wharton. So shout out to Andrew for that. Also shout out to Body Street Worthing. They are in partnership with BWTM, and we will be having a reality show coming out shortly on BWTM Online, not the sports channel, but BWTM Online will be having its own reality show around fitness, health, and lifestyle at the Body Street Gym, doing EMS training. So I'll leave Charlie and Diana to talk to you more about that during the reality TV show. So that's up as well. So let's get into all the discussion. Joshua versus Usyk next, Canelo versus Golovkin 3, and of course Rocky Fielding is fighting Canelo this weekend. Canelo, the overwhelming favorite coming into this fight, and Rocky Fielding is really the underdog. Listen, Rocky Fielding beats Canelo. I guess that could be like Lloyd Hannigan beating Don Curry at the time. Canelo has been beaten before by Floyd Mayweather, but he has looked pretty good in recent fights. And if you think about where Rocky Fielding's come from, I mean, literally picked himself off a canvas after getting knocked out in a round by Callum Smith to then go on and become a world champion. That's no mean feat. That is really something impressive. And I think that whilst everyone is kind of looking at Canelo, I think Rocky Fielding's achievements should really be taken in and considered and really, soaked up. Okay, you may say, well, Rocky Fielding, he didn't beat anyone big for the title. He beat a guy that a lot of people thought would beat him, and he won the title. That being said, the guy he beat to become world champion and Canelo are two different universes. Now, Canelo moving up to super middleweight. It's all well and good fighting from light middleweight to middleweight and fighting Golovkin and having the advantage. Now you're fighting a guy who is a super middle stroke light heavy. Now, a lot of things that I think about in this fight. First thing, the obvious thing you look at is the height and reach that Rocky Fielding has. But that can't compare to the boxing ability of Canelo. His head movement, his speed, timing, ring generalship is something that a lot of people probably don't really appreciate when it comes to Canelo, because they just think he's just a come forward fighter, very good, able to lean back, draw you in and throw shots. And I see Canelo going about the business in a similar fashion that he did against Khan. Now, I don't know how his punch travels up to super middleweight, but then I don't know if, Callum Smith's a big puncher, but Callum Smith looks to me like a light heavyweight stroke cruiserweight. So how guys like Callum Smith and Rocky Fielding make super middle with their height, I just do not know. So for me, I think Rocky Fielding, it's obvious what he's got to do. Box, use a jab and box. When Canelo gets close, tie him up and use those long arms to keep Canelo away and crack him early. In fact, you know what? I'll tell Rocky, this is a chance of a lifetime. Don't allow Canelo to get any sort of rhythm. Jump on him from the first round. Like Hagler Hearns? Jump on him from the first round and let him have it. Let him feel your power early. He doesn't get any ideas. You jump on this guy early and just take it to him. Educate, but take it to him. Don't let Canelo start backing you up and let Canelo get into sort of rhythm and moving his head and using his footwork and making you miss with your jab and allowing Canelo to get inside and start working your body. You don't want any of that. You don't want Canelo anywhere near your body. And I guess one of the things they probably would have said to Canelo in his ear was, this guy may struggle at the weight. He's a big super middle and he's not the most durable in the world. guess that's what they would be saying to him. It's an easy world title for you to pick up. I know Canelo's in no rush to go and fight Callum Smith as quick as he used to go and fight Rocky Fielding. So, Canelo, and you can tell the intentions here. I think Canelo wants to be a 2-weight world champion or 3-weight world champion. Do it real quickly. And then I'm hearing rumors that there is a potential fight with Golovkin, Canelo, 3, May 4th. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I know there was some talk about Golovkin moving up to fight Callum Smith. It looks like he might need to do that because he'll have Canelo next year. If those rumors are true, then Canelo, Golovkin 3. And this time, I think Canelo will stop Golovkin because Golovkin's going to be that much older and that much slower and that much more shot warm. Bearing in mind, he's going to have to spar again and get himself in shape for the next fight. I don't know. Golovkin, to me, hasn't impressed me in 2 fights with Canelo. And I just think he's met his level. He's reached his level, Golovkin, for me. And I don't think he gets any better. But I think that Canelo's got youth on his side, and he'll improve for that performance against Golovkin. And every time he fights Golovkin, he'll get that much better. Golovkin will just stay the same fighter all the time. And no disrespect to Abel Sanchez, but I think he himself, him and Golovkin have reached their window for me. I don't think Golovkin gets any better from this point onwards, unless you start fighting lower class opponents. Then it's a bit of an illusion as to Golovkin's improvements. So the next thing that's on the agenda, Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk. According to a report, Frank Warren says that Alexander Usyk is next for Anthony Joshua. You know what? I think the move may backfire, but this is the best time to fight Alexander Usyk. Why? Simple. Well, we know Usyk's been sparring. Well, not if we know, but I know that Usyk has been sparring a lot with Vladimir Klitschko. So he's been training with a big heavyweight as it is. So there's no doubt in my mind that Usyk is going to fight in the heavyweight division. No doubt in my mind. There was some talk, and Uncle Bashir was talking about Usyk going to fight Lebedev next. Don't know why I'd fight Lebedev, because he is the undisputed cruiserweight champion. So for me, you fight Usyk now strategically because you don't want Usyk to get any better in the heavyweight division. You don't want Usyk to find his feet in the heavyweight division. You either want to jump at him early, or his body actually sets as a heavyweight. So there's that period between the cruiserweight and heavyweight, and then the class you fight. So you don't really want Usyk getting 2-3 fights, feeling his way in the heavyweight division, getting his feet nice and warmed up and set and ready to take on the heavyweight. You need to jump on Usyk early. And that's what Joshua, I think, and his team are probably banking on, to be too big, too strong, too powerful for Usyk. But Usyk versus Joshua, this fight is won by footwork. It's not won by being big and strong, because Usyk has got good footwork. He'll be able to move in and out of position, be able to land the left hand, be in and out, and not be there to Joshua to land them big, clumsy shots, which Joshua will look clumsy against someone like Usyk, because Usyk has fought at cruiserweight and he has that natural cruiserweight speed that will move up, and he will see heavyweight punches coming a mile off. So I expect to see Usyk he causing Joshua all sorts of problems when they meet, but it'll cause him more problems if he's allowed to box 2 or 3 fights. So I think it's a good move that Usyk and Joshua fight next. Dillian Whyte fight can wait, I think. I mean, I don't know now, because it seems to me that Dillian Whyte may not be fighting Joshua next, according to a report from Frank Warren. That's just according to a report, but neither here nor there. Okay, Organics Herbal Supplement says, I thought Fury's only shot was using his reach and outboxing. You said he would get KO'd if he did that, and he should fight on the inside. We were both right. Do you think Fury should go inside? I think Fury needs to stay off them damn ropes. I said it before, and I'll say it again. He needs to stay off the ropes. Actually, you know what? I think Fury's best chance of being world champion was that last fight he had against Wilder. I don't think he beats Wilder in this rematch, and I explain why. Look, Fury boxes as well as he possibly could do in that first fight. I don't think he boxes any better. Yeah, he gets a bit more fitter, but I don't think he boxes any better because Fury boxes the same way in all his fights. He always backs up against the ropes. He always clowns around in his fights. There's something he always does: clowns around in fights, leaves you an opportunity for you to hit him. And Wilder, if he was injured and he had a bad night and he was nervous and all the rest of it, then it's a rematch. So Wilder's performance can improve tremendously. Fury, I don't think he can do that much more in a rematch. Well, maybe, you know what, he can box a bit more cautiously. He could concentrate a little bit more, but I think it's just Fury's nature. I'm not knocking Fury as a boxer. I think it's just those lapses of concentration and those areas where he likes to sit himself on the ropes or be on the ropes and invite trouble. That is, and as I was saying throughout the fight, I said before the fight, the ropes and Fury, if Fury can keep off the ropes and he can hold the center of the ring, he's okay. But as long as he starts backing up to them ropes, which he's going to do, he does that in every fight, then he'll get nailed again. He'll get nailed again. And you saw what happened when Deontay catches him clean, Fury goes down. So, yeah. Do you think Usyk stays at heavyweight or only goes up for specific fights? No, I think he stays at heavyweight. He wants to become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He wants to emulate Evander Holyfield. So he wants to do the cruiserweight thing and he wants to do the heavyweight thing, according to James Alibashir when he was his trainer. So they talked extensively of wanting to fight Tony Bellew a long time ago. They wanted Bellew, even I think they wanted Bellew before Usyk even became world champion. So you can see that fight was, destined to happen. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the transition from Usyk from cruiserweight to heavyweight. But if the World Boxing Series is anything to go by in the way he fought Joe Joyce, I think we can look forward to some exciting fights with Alexander Usyk. If he uses his footwork and he boxes, he's going to be a very difficult guy to beat in the heavyweight division. If he decides to go toe-to-toe with the big guys, that might be a different situation altogether. But if he boxes and uses the boxing skill that he has, he's giving a nightmare for most of those heavyweights who are big and not very mobile on their feet. And that's where I think Usyk wins fights. Yeah. Just to close, in fact, I'll do this on a different video. But yeah, that is something, that's going to be a fight I'm really looking forward to seeing. But that's it for me. I'm going to try and get an early night's sleep tonight, trying to get to bed or 12 or midnight these days now. So much going on. Thank you all so much for listening to BWTM Sports. As always, we appreciate your support. Thank you once again. Take care.